Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important issue on initiating and levying of penalty under section 270A. Section 270A prescribes penalty in two circumstances. First is underreporting of income and second is misreporting of income. In case of underreporting, penalty is 50%. And in case of misreporting, the penalty is 200%. Earlier, the penalty provisions were under section 271 subsection 1 clause C, where the penalty was 100 to 300%. Earlier, the penalty was for concealment of income or for furnishing of inaccurate of particulars. In the old regime of penalty also, it was a settled law that if the assessing officer wants to impose the penalty, then the assessing officer should be very specific about which limb he is going to impose the penalty. In the present case, the issue before the Rajasthan High Court was that if the assessee suo motu comes in the assessment proceedings with clean hands, that the assessee in the return has claimed some expenses which he was not entitled to claim, and suo motu comes with some addition, then whether this will be in the term of misreporting. This issue has been taken by the Rajasthan High Court in the case of Chambal Fertilizer and Chemical Limited versus Office of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax and another. In the present case, the scrutiny case of the assessee was going on, and the notice under section 142 subsection 1 was issued to the assessee on 10 issues, and the assessing officer was not able to make any addition on these 10 issues. But the assessee suo motu during the assessment proceedings came with clean hands to the assessing officer that by mistake I have claimed the expenses to the tune of rupees 16.3 crore in respect of goods and service tax credit and some expenses. The assessment order was part suo motu, but in the assessment order, the assessing officer initiated the penalty under section 270A by only mentioning that the assessee has done some misreporting. He has not specified that under which limb of misreporting, that is clause A, clause B, clause C, clause D and clause E and clause F, the misreporting has been done. No clause was mentioned. The assessee has filed form 270AA because there is section 270AA which says that the assessee can file the application for immunity of penalty in case he deposits the tax within time and he does not opt for filing the appeal against the addition. In the present case, since the assessee has gone to the assessing officer for addition, but naturally he was not going to file the appeal, so he filed the form under section 270AA for the immunity, but the assessing officer didn't entertain this application of the assessee for immunity of penalty under section 270AA because he was convinced that this is a case of misreporting, and in case of misreporting, the assessee do not have the option to go for immunity under section 270AA. So the moot question was that whether in the present case the assessee has done misreporting, but the Deputy Commissioner declined the application of the assessee for immunity. The assessee filed the revision petition under section 264, and even the Commissioner said that this is a case of misreporting either in the case of clause A or clause C, but he also even didn't mention that which specific clause, whether clause A of section 270A subsection 9 clause A or section 270A subsection 9 clause C. So even the Commissioner does not specifically mention that whether it was a clause A of misreporting or clause C of misreporting. The assessee do not have the option to file the writ petition because against the Commissioner order under section 264 appeal cannot be done. When the writ petition was filed, it was the strong plea of the assessee that in the present case it is not a case of misreporting and the assessee is entitled to file the immunity under section 270AA, and the court was also of the opinion that in the present case, since the assessee suo motu has moved to the assessing officer by stating that I have claimed this expenses by mistake, and the assessing officer was not able to discover those disallowances, so in the present case it cannot be said that some misreporting has been done, and the assessee, since in his application has specifically mentioned that personal hearing should be awarded to him, and the deputy commissioner, without giving any personal hearing, rejected that application. That is not as per law, and the High Court was of the opinion that it is not a case of misreporting. So stately, the matter of the assessee falls under the immunity clause under section 270AA. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited versus Office of the Principal Commissioner of Income Tax and another. And this case is reported in 462 ITR at page number 4. The matter has been decided by Rajasthan High Court, and the date of the judgment is 4th January 2024. Thank you, friends.